Hello everyone and welcome back to my Twitch stream. I am your host and insane mayor Zerberus, and we are going to continue with the 1 hour a day build. Those of you that were here yesterday will remember we forced some people out of their homes, made them move up here after we had built this little community area with possibly even a little bit too much shade and, interestingly enough, lots of fires. So, yeah, what do we want to do today? Yesterday we, of course, also applied some traffic fixes. I may actually still pop those up to 3 lanes just so that it looks right, but we really don't need more than 1 lane there because it's more or less impossible for any traffic to, yeah, I mean, the only people that would actually want to use that lane would be people coming out here to come back here, so using it just to turn around, and there shouldn't really be too many of those, so yeah, let's just get back to where we were. We have high residential demand, some commercial demand, and a little bit of industrial demand. So I think the first and most logical step will obviously be to expand this newer residential area that we've put in here. In fact, I think I even know how we're going to do that already. We'll just take that up to this coastline. That was the wrong tool. New day, new fails. Oh, that looks reasonable. Don't really have to adjust that much. In fact, I'll just actually kind of build it as an add-on to this one. I think that's a reasonable idea. Oh, did they not have the nice roads? Well, obviously we want to give them these nice residential roads. Oh, really? That knocked out the path? Why? Knock out the other paths too. Doesn't look like it. It apparently decided it had to victimize that one for no... Ah, there's the other one. It's just so covered in trees that I wasn't able to see. The road actually continued there, and that's why I was a little bit wondering. That's why I was kind of wondering, like, why is that road back there at all? Always good when the mayor himself has no idea what's going on in the city. It makes for a wonderful living experience. So these guys are just in heaven, because their mayor is absolutely clueless. Yeah, it just completely knocked out that path for some reason. Okay. Not really the way that's normally supposed to work, but we'll take it. Get rid of that. Path back. Reactivate snapping. We're actually not going to do anything to this yet, or possibly ever. You know what? I don't like having that hard curve there, though. Where's my curved road tool? There. Just because we're putting a road out here does not necessarily mean that that's going to be a residential area. Do we want to? Yes, we want to connect over here as well. Well, that's exactly what we don't want to do. Well, then we're going to go under. They're not going to let us go over, we're going to go under. And are we going to change their roads? No, we're not, because this is probably going to wind up being commercial sooner rather than later. So now this is large enough that we're actually going to want to do some reasonable road hierarchy in here. Nicely. Pop this in here, and we'll leave this as like a large section for a park. We'll just leave that out there on purpose. And here we'll just come straight across most of the way. Build it slightly open just so that we have room to do things that we might want to later, or to add, I don't know, like maybe like a stadium or a large library, or even we'd probably even put like a university campus or something like that in there later. We will see when we get that far. Those are almost too close together. This is a residential area, so it's not really any sort of huge problem. You know what, we'll leave that open there as well. Okay, then we'll use my way. Little bit of redundancy in the pipes. I may or may not turn off natural disasters later and or do something stupid with a natural disaster at some point in time just for testing reasons. So if all of this, or most of this, if nothing else, is going to be residential, we have water, we have power, obviously they're going to want medical in some way, shape, or form, and I think we may actually be well served just throwing in the full-scale hospital, so to speak. Oh, seriously? That they don't have service out here if I put that there? Is that far away? Wow. What about here? Then they don't have service out there, so we actually cannot serve everybody with the hospital. Basically, no matter where we put it. So, drop it. That actually looks proper. In fact, we'll take, do we have the General Hospital Cryopreservatory? We obviously don't need that yet with a medical laboratory, but I'd like to use this General Hospital instead. Actually, you know what? Might make more sense to see if we can't cover that and then put a medical clinic over here somewhere. Yeah, I think that's the best way to do it. We'll put the hospital there, and we'll just put a small medical clinic right here. And that should definitely sort everybody that's out here in this area. In fact, you know what?
We are the law, accountant, The law accounting. I know what you're thinking. Are we
here,
lawyers?
slightly
Are
off
we
to the
accountants?
side road.
Well, it's a complicated question,
And then I'll
probably
actually supply
requiring
them
the
a little
services
bit
of a
as well.
lawyer and an
Obviously, we need
accountant.
a
Is that
cemetery.
us? Well, what do you think? Seems to me that there's a lot of you out there
Basically,
who
that's
might
the
need
spot where
the
it's gonna
use
have
of
to
the
go.
law accounting. But that's not legal advice. That's life advice. In fact, we're legally barred
we
from
have
providing
$60,000
legal
left.
advice. The law accounting.
We have to already
Officially
start
unlicensed since 2005.
watching out what we build and where.
Vault Tech cameras. If you want
Exactly,
the
it's a
best,
story on
you've
fire
got to go
coverage.
big. That's why our cameras are the biggest on the market. Our shutters the loudest. Our lenses the
Fire and
longest.
police station
Cameras
here
aren't
as well.
paperweights. They're tools. Tools used to create.
Just so that we can
In
expand
fact,
this
the
area
most
as well
valuable
over to
camera
there without
is the one that you're
losing
afraid
coverage.
to take outside. Vault Tech. Only the
Here we
best.
may actually have to work with the big ones, so to speak. 12,000. What does that cost?
This is your boy
60,000.
Deep
Also
Fog,
costs
thanking
1,600
you
a week,
personally
whereas that
for
only
joining
costs
us at
480
the
a
Deep
week.
Focus channel.
That said, weekly costs are not really a major concern. So what we'll actually do is we'll just... this is where it gets ugly. Being spread out that far. Oh, wait a sec. We haven't even put in our walking paths yet. Dumbass me. Because that will obviously also improve coverage significantly. That should sort that. Oh, they forgot that one. I think long term we're probably gonna have like a bicycle highway or something like that coming along here. Probably also use these same paths. I like to move it, move it. Probably gonna get a copyright strike for that. In fact, I'll laugh my ass off if I get a copyright strike for that. that'll just be my little hilarious joke for the week. That I got a copyright strike for saying something stupid that I just thought might be entertaining at that point in time. I mean, I've gotten copyrights. I got 28 copyright strikes just for playing Tony Hawk's. So, well, not strikes, but flags. Basically, the entire soundtrack, just every single song, wound up giving me a copyright flag. It was like, you guys actually want people to stream this? No, apparently not. Oh, that looks really nice, actually, the way that goes. In fact, you know what? I'm going to completely path that up. Is there any way we can, like, permanently... No, we can't permanently unzone that per se, but... Oh, we'll get to some minor beautification later. First, we have to finish the paths. Actually, we're done with the paths, so there's not really much to finish, although we could still add one from here to here. Going along the cemetery. Now, still have $34,000, so that's not too bad. Medical is taken care of. Police and fire. I think we'll just work with 2 smalls each. I think that's probably going to give us... 3 smalls each almost. Yeah, 3 small police stations is basically what we need, because the large one, well, we can't even afford the large one, so we can't even look at what the area of effect would be. Yeah, if we put a small one here, that takes up that area. If we put a small one, we still don't have enough coverage here, so what about here? And here? With a bit of an... we're gonna need 3 police stations and 3 fire departments if we want to keep this place reasonably well served. And then of course we're gonna need schooling and law and yada yada. So what we actually have to do right now is just let the game run a little bit, because we need a little bit of money. Sooner rather than later. In fact, maybe we could toss like a fishing industry up off here. Oh, this almost looks like it would almost probably be better for a harbor. Keep the commercial over here and then go with industry over here. Oh, actually, long term, we really don't want any industry in here. It's going to be interesting to see where exactly we put everything in the long term. But let's get back to parkifying things. A botanical garden would be nice. Put that maybe right across the road from there. No, maybe not. Well, how about in here somewhere? And then put a large park with, or something like that, if we can find one. Park with trees right behind it or something like that. That's small playground, that's small park. Isn't there a large park? Only dog parks. So put that little park with trees on the side of that. Basically. Use the move it mod to straighten this a little bit. That way we can put another one of these back on the back of it. Just keep a botanical garden basically lined with parks and playgrounds. So they should all be more or less sorted as far as parks go. Maybe toss like a doggy park in here somewhere. Just to make sure that people in this area also really have reasonable coverage in some way, shape, or form. Okay, so now it's time for education. In fact, wait a sec, what's the story with garbage? We need to start something about our garbage. We actually need to start doing that sooner rather than later. Put the noise pollution on that. When do we get what? Get the incinerator at our next milestone. Okay, so next milestone we can start getting some of this out, but that really doesn't improve coverage up here at all, does it? But what would... Haha, that's an idea. Basic road with a painted median, yeah, that's... That should work fine. Just drop another 2 landfills up in here. That'll make sure everything's covered. It may not be a long-term solution, but it is definitely a solution. It will definitely work for the time being. That should landfill space. Yeah, exactly. We'll double our landfill space, and then we can then start putting incinerators just right next to them, or even replacing them with incinerators. Okay, so now we let it run again. Oh, that's a medical clinic. That's why that's not getting me the numbers I want. In fact, we'll put this in here so that it actually serves them a little bit as well. Well, no, they don't need service, actually. Start zoning this. Actually, no, we can't. That's too big. That one's too big. Doggy park doesn't make sense. It's just overdoing it though. Oh, we could maybe drop like a Paradox Plaza or something, or a plaza with picnic tables. Will that fit? No, that won't fit. Will this one fit? What is this? Plaza with trees. Yeah, wonderful. And then we just need some paths behind it. So maybe we can still get those in anywhere. Oh, wait a sec. Won't these snap to... Exactly, these will snap to those points as well. So if we just put energy there. Stop snapping. Or does that look nice? Trees around this area. Not those big beaches we took last time though. That was a little bit too much. Wait a sec. Don't I have ultimate? Exactly. Oh, I guess we'll have to enter QBs in as well. Next side of tree. I don't know if contrast is quite that strong. tree by mistake. With that. Build more residential zones. Trust me, we're about to get working on that. It's a lot better than the monoculture on the other side. Even though it's only 2 different types of trees, that already makes a huge difference. That looks nice. That looks reasonable.
The Brontosaurus. For millennia, these gentle and graceful giants roamed the earth, grazing off the lush vegetation of the time. Their mere existence transformed the landscape and made a lasting impact on our world. It's that legacy that Dino Oil is proud to continue by using their eons-old dead bone goop to fuel your 5-door wagon, making it the oldest form of recycling there is. Dino Oil. Embrace the power of bones.
But then again, it kind of loses the effect if we got the same size.
We're all here working to build ourselves a future. I know it can be easy to lose sight of your goal. It's hard to imagine, but one day you'll be looking back at these times fondly, secure in the fruits of each long hour you spent studying. Here's a little something to set the scene. Let's all share a moment of nostalgia for a past that's yet to come.
Just like this kind of mini Japanese garden there. Wanted to go for the crocs. Where are my crocs? Sorry. Toss that out completely. We'll go with one each, just one, right here. I think overall it looks more or less reasonable. What's that? That's a medical clinic. Also no longer an object, so now we can start working on getting some more intelligent citizens. Does not connect up, or what's going on there? Oh, that's not even... Yeah, sorry about that. Yeah, it just doesn't consider those to be connected up. That's kind of the problem. The high school will be here in the central area. That should serve the entire community. This topic of fire and police. In fact, we'll have fire and police out here as well, because that will then also serve back there. Probably not even a bad idea. We may need to start thinking about public transportation solutions soon. Not necessarily right now, but like I said, soon. Got all our connections the way we want them? Yeah, we do. Oh, that's right. We also wanted to add a way off of the highway directly into this community. Almost forgot that. As far as getting back onto the highway, they have to go through the other community. There's no real choice. We could give them their own set of on-ramps or something like that over here if we eventually decide that to be a good idea. Right now we still just have to get people in here at all. We'll worry about that first and foremost. monkeys right now. It's hilarious how often our parks are burning down. We may have to go for helicopter services relatively soon just to stop that. In fact, we're gonna make a small commercial pocket in here. Just right now already. Because again, long term this is all going to be commercial anyway, so it doesn't really matter. In fact, let's go over. Oh, that's hilarious. If I put it in there, it's just automatically burned down, even if I plant a fresh tree. Or rather wait for people to move in over here. Let's start to expand our industry a little bit, since we're already at it. Ah, that's because of the lip there that might look so quirky. What? Space already occupied. Space already. Oh, that's why we do. So we hit the big town. That's nice. That's basically the milestone we wanted to hit for today. For now. Again, it's just going to be a probably not even long-term extension of the industrial area. So we're not even going to go too nuts as far as road hierarchy and things like that and traffic management go. So we're going to keep it somewhat manageable by not having too many crossroads. In fact, we're going to do that differently. full. So that's excellent. That means this is the perfect time to build incinerators. Set these two to empty. Now that we have the incinerators up, and we just mass zone this entire area as industry. Don't have to worry too much about walking or anything, at least not in this part of the city. Nice botanical garden that we put in there. Probably even go with like a little bit more color, like either with flower beds or Japanese trees. Let's see what we can find. Somewhere back in here. And again, this entire area is, so to speak, the botanical garden. We want some variety back in here. And obviously, since it's still a place kids are going to want to come. Botanical garden. That's right. It's not usually done. That looks nice. So what's the story? We want commercial space first and foremost. Well, I know where we can get some commercial space. I don't see a problem at all. Oh, and we have high density now. That's nice. Commercial space, commercial space, commercial space is what we were looking for. Exactly.
At Banhammer Bank, we want you to trust us with your money. Because it's with your money that we can make you more money. How? It's not funny business, it's money business. You give your money to us and it will grow with interest. That's the plan, at least. Maybe that's too complicated for you. Imagine planting a money tree in the ground and watering it. Hold on. Imagine if you had a money pet and you fed it more money, and after digesting it would...
something to drop in.
Okay. You want to go money fishing, so you use a little money to catch a big money. You know, just come in and talk to us. We have even more metaphors that allow us to avoid saying what we really do with your money. Banhammer Bank. Feed the money monster.
Saddle up in the mornings with Jimmy and the Stallion, the only morning show featuring DJ Jimmy Fries and a 4-year-old quarter horse named Clover.
This is Jimmy Fries coming to you from Studio 2. Whoa, whoa! Looks like someone's horsing around. Okay, easy, boy.
They'll play your favorite hits, give out great prizes, and laugh their way through your commute. Jimmy and the Stallion, stable entertainment only on Cities Radio.
We're getting some traffic issues, but I think that's primarily just from this many people moving in. Not so much gonna actually be a long-term thing, I don't think.
Welcome back to the deep.
Yeah, it's already clearing up. So I think that's not gonna be... this is still a heavily used road though, which kind of makes sense because it's going down into the commercial area, which is also where cemetery and services are, so... there is going to be some amount of usage there. What's the story on these? Only 80% full already. And garbage, I think we're now totally doing fine. Yeah, probably we're processing almost as much as we're making, and so that's allowing us to just basically empty the landfills. Probably add one more of these up here. Yeah, and now we can probably even get away from landfills in the long term. And use this space for something more reasonable. That said, these incineration plants are expensive as far as upkeep goes. I mean, if you look at them, $1,440 a week, and yeah, it took a chunk out of our income. Do we want any form of public transport yet? I don't think we're actually that far yet. We're going to need or want that. They're complaining about no workers. That should probably peter out when more workers start moving in. What's the story on zoning? Is this all filled up already? Yeah, so we're just going to drop more low density in here. But what we are going to do, we are going to once again have some forced evictions going on. You're never safe as long as I'm your mayor. But this time, forced evictions will be of a much greater nature, because we are going to evict this entire area and set it to high density. This is going to be our first high density residential area in here. Everybody out, 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 out! Out of the pool! Seriously, you have to scream shark for people to move out? Is that how this works? Or... obviously we're gonna... you know what? While we're at it, we may as well redefine this as high-density commercial as well. Just so that we have the capacity to actually serve them. Actually give us a reason to consider public transport in the midterm. Yeah, we're currently getting absolutely zero demand, so there's absolutely no point in zoning anything right now until the game fills up basically everything, and we truly know what we actually need. also going to have heavy traffic influx into this area, obviously, because, yeah, that's now a high-density residential area. Let's just watch this fill in. Grab a sip of beer. Oh, that's right. I haven't even taken a single sip of beer yet. We're almost through the stream. I'm very sorry about that. Cheers. That single lane still looks hilarious. Yeah, trucks would actually mostly just come directly through here, so they're not actually, for the most part, going to wind up running through here. Probably just going to, yeah, a truck. I'm going to guess that a truck that wants to get to this commercial area is going to come here. Obviously, they're going to get on the highway. They could get off. No, they can't actually get off there, so that's really the only way they can come, is that, well, they cannot. Yeah, because they can't get in here either easily without going all the way around here. So with a very few exceptions, heavy traffic should actually mostly just be using the highway and then coming in here to serve that. I think that's working just fine. And we did rezone, yeah, we zoned that all as well. So we're now just basically getting zero demand for anything until we've got some actual growth. But how does this botanical garden look now with the houses around it? Obviously we want to get rid of the zoning overlay. I do like the way that looks overall. Basically turning this into just, yeah, a huge botanical garden. Considering I didn't want to go with high density, that really didn't take very long for the first high density buildings to come in, did it? Oh, and there goes the chat. I'm really sorry about that, if anybody said anything. I was just so concentrated on getting this done that I kind of spaced on that. Oh yeah, and by the way, you probably have noticed that the video is a little bit fuzzy compared to the way it used to be. Long story short, I really did have to bite the bullet. We're down to 480p 60, so it should be smooth, but yeah, you're not going to have the super high graphics fidelity that I have. Well, mine's not super high either. I'm also only playing at 1080, but you're not going to have that level of fidelity, so you may have problems getting things, reading things like here, it's crunch time, big bite, or donuts. Long story short, I will again be switching ISPs this year, and I've already looked at a plan that's going to give me 10 Mbits of upload, so I'll probably even be able to start, well, I might be able to start streaming in 1080 even, depending on how good the new NVENC encoder is on the 3070, but I'll definitely be able to get back to 72060, so. What's the traffic looking like up there? We're still at 80%, and once everybody's moved in and things have started to find an equilibrium. Okay, but this is definitely a connection we're gonna have to take a look at eventually, especially now that this is high density in here. Damn, that filled in fast too. That filled in really quick. Did not quite expect that to go quite that fast. Wait, what? Tornado? Huh? Did I miss something? Oh, that's just the chirper out. For a second there, I thought that there was actually like a tornado or something somewhere, and I'm like, hey, wait a sec, disasters are deactivated. I mean, The last thing we want, I think, I mean, with sea level here is, I don't know, I think a tsunami might be a pretty bad idea. Might hurt just a little bit. Oh, but I do like the way the water looks here. Oh, you can even see the different flow speeds. That's nice. Yeah, this LUT, or this, I think it's a theme, is what it actually is, the tropicity. I think that's really was a nice choice for this particular map. So, since we can buy another square, in fact we can buy 2 more squares now. I think we should be able to buy 2 more. Do we want to though? Well, actually, since we've started moving over here, we may as well. What the hell is that built down there? Another. Oh, you know what that might be? That might be something. Nah. Why 2 roundabouts? That's what. Nah, doesn't matter. This is also a bit weird. It's like why the double track? Probably like 1 bypass, 1 to come in, something like that. I get a feeling he was probably thinking something when he did all of this, but a few of the things have me scratching my head a little bit. Yeah, but, I mean, long term we're gonna wind up purchasing all the tiles anyway. So, but yeah, I think we're gonna grab that one for now. Just. Well, we can actually put a nice commercial zone or like a resort or some paradise homes or something like in here. We can work with that. Do we want to go for that rail line? Do we care about that rail line that much? Maybe not even so much about the rail line, but just about being able to see a little bit further back. That way we can use our free look mod or the free camera and see what some of this stuff back here is. It's an interesting road network. I don't really understand the point of, other than to just be away through those hills for no particular reason. Bridge back there. And if nothing else, we now have access to the train line if we really want to hook up to this already, but I don't really see the point quite yet.
What does it feel like to drive
when you
a cloud?
think about it,
what does it feel like to steer a river?
We'd almost have
what does it smell like to smell a
turn
mountain?
that into like a central station.
At Jubilee, we're committed to letting you do the impossible. And
have
now
this basically
we've
be an
succeeded
extension,
in
so
letting
that
you
would actually kind of
drive the
turn this area into the true
dementia.
city center.
The car engineers said shouldn't be made.
Oh, I kind of like that.
Test drive one
Keep
today
this low density build up like up to there. So this is actually already suburbs kind of heading out here to the coast, so to speak.
Jubilee.
That's not the worst idea I've ever had, to be honest. Whoops, that was the wrong button. What mod is that anyway?
What's up, y'all? It's your host, Deep Thought, coming back at you with the thought of the day. Wherever you are and whatever you're doing, pause for a second and take in your surroundings. You can't stop to savor every moment, but if you're not careful, the days will slip past before you even realize.
All I have to do is click on that, and I get exactly what was already there
let
before.
the feeling be sweeter.
That's nice. That's cute.
Along with the sounds of the deep.
We're getting more commercial demand. Industrial's pretty low. These landfills are probably slowly but surely emptying out. Yes, they are. So for the most part, everything's just running hunky-dory. We're gonna need water soon. Oh, that's right. I wanted to take a look at those umbrella corporation things on the Steam Workshop. Exactly. And since we're actually, I think, just a little bit over our hour again, that's actually what I'm going to do next. So I'll just let the cinematic camera run now that we actually have a little bit of a city to run the cinematic camera in. That was actually something to see. I may have spoken a little bit too soon. very first thing. Yeah, we've got empty roads with nothing on them. Yeah, thanks. We really needed that. Lots of trash trucks moving through that road. A lot more than I would actually normally expect. Lots of trash trucks moving through everywhere, apparently. I still kind of like the way that looks, though, even with those slightly overbearing beaches. Just kind of guaranteed to have shade in there. Which, when you think about it, kind of makes sense for like a more tropical area, because yeah, you're basically going to want to have shade somewhere. So yeah, I think we're doing pretty well for the most part. Considering we've only been building for 3 hours, we're up to almost 10,000 population. Not too shabby. I mean, of course, it's not world record speed. If we were heading for a world record, I think I think the fastest anyone's ever done is like 12,000 population in half an hour. But yeah, that's, or 15 even. Why is? Oh, so they were all just slowing up because there was like one dumbass there, or what exactly happened there? Oh, it's just random lane switching going on. Okay, so it's not really a sign of any actual problem. I do think it's interesting the way the traffic seems to come in and out in pulses, though. But yeah, all of that. Well, that's a warm, inviting place to live, isn't it? Please tell me our fire department. Are they caught in traffic, or what's going on here? That's right. We still have fire spreading on. So what's happening is that whenever the trees catch fire, they just start lighting everything around them on fire. So we're actually going to turn that off quick. Disable fire spreading. Yeah, please. Just kind of, yeah. Kind of stop this from becoming an ever recurring theme that something that we just built is suddenly burned to a crisp. I mean, that happened here, it happened there, it happened basically on everything we built since yesterday. Is that at some point in time somebody drops a cigarette and oh, half the city's burning, yay! But yeah, I think we are more or less done for today. I'm definitely going to take a screenshot of our nice botanical garden in here. I think I'm going to turn that into today's thumbnail. And I hope you've all enjoyed what you've seen. If you have, please like and subscribe or follow me over on Twitch. And yeah, I've been Zerd, you've been great, and I'll be back tomorrow. Cheers! Oh! Well, that's perfect timing, isn't it? We have 9,500 population, and we just got our next milestone, so now we can start with some even greater insanity. Perfect. Thank you very much for that. So, again, I'll be back tomorrow. Cheers. Take care, you guys.